live. Live stream, Facebook, continue. I'm going to go on my regular Facebook as well,
Okay.
and then we'll share it. Go live. All right. I hate how it delays, like,
It just said we're being live streamed.
okay. Okay, I have a special treat for everybody. And first of all, let me share this into our group. I do not want anyone missing this information. This is super, super important. And 1 second, we're just going to quickly share. Oh, it's not letting me share. Okay, I'll have to figure that out after. I don't know why it doesn't allow me to share my live streams, but we'll share it into the group after and the recording. So I wanted to get everybody's attention. I want to welcome Miss Julie Fairhurst to the call. This woman is incredible, you guys. She has published over 50 books. I had the pleasure of being in her Woman Like Me book, sharing my story. And, I wanted to, number one, introduce Julie to the entire network. She has an amazing community. She's a servant leader and she really, really encourages people to share their stories. And it's also, part of the healing journey. No matter what you've been through in your life, your past traumas, it's good to get it out and share your story because you never know who you're going to empower, inspire, and encourage. I really just wanted to give it back to Julie. We've partnered together on this amazing new project that we're bringing to the Beauty and Wellness Referral Network, actually. And I want to let Julie share a little bit more about her story, but then we're going to talk a little bit about our new magazine that we're creating for all the local businesses in our area. And we have some special, special things that are coming down the line as well. And I'll let Julie share a little bit more about her business and who she is as a person. And then we're going to jump right into it and how you all can create your articles inside of our magazine. Go ahead,
Well,
Julie.
okay. Well, thanks so much, Callie. I appreciate it. So I'll tell my story of where I was and how I got here, and I'll try to do it quickly. So I have a background in sales, marketing, and promotion of 34 years. And when I was hitting about my 25th year, I started to burn out. And I started to started to think about my future. Am I going to be doing this until I'm in my 70s, 80s? Like what is it that I'm going to do? And I was excuse me. I got very frustrated and I didn't know what to do and I started searching. I started attending different meetings and looking into different things and I was just frustrated and confused because what do you do? This is all I know. What do I do? And then I had a dream. And in my dream, it was like middle of the night, of course, I was sound asleep, but in my dream, I was in this bright light. And and I heard a voice, and the voice said, "You have to go back now." And I didn't want to go back. I said in my dream, "Well, no, I don't want to go back. I want to stay here with you." And then I was told, no, you have to go back. You're not finished yet. So then I was feeling anxious and I said, but I don't know my purpose. And so this voice said, well, you are your purpose. And in my dream, I thought, well, okay, that makes sense, but that doesn't really help me. And as I was waking up, uh, I could feel myself sort of being pulled out of this bright light. And as I was waking up, I remember shouting in my dream, but I don't know what to do. And one word was in my mind the second I opened my eyes, and the word was right. So I thought I was going to write books on sales because, of course, that's what I've been doing for so long. So I started coaching salespeople and I started writing books for salespeople, but I was never really feeling like that was it. I don't know why. I just didn't feel it. So then in 2019, tragedy hit our family, and my 24-year-old niece died on the streets of Vancouver from a fentanyl overdose. And I knew right away it was a generational trauma thing that had happened. My grandparents, my mother had issues. We had issues. Her father, which is my brother, was a still is a drug addict. I had other siblings that were drug addicts. Now it's passed on to my niece, and now she's passed away because of it. And so I was really, of course, I was sad, but I was pissed off. Like, I just felt like this didn't really need to happen. So, the day of her funeral, I'm at home again, lying in bed, but I wasn't dreaming this time. And I thought to myself, if my mom could have gotten the trauma out of her body somehow, maybe
Yeah.
she could have healed. And then maybe our lives wouldn't have taken such a tragic turn. I'm okay, of course, but my siblings are still not. And then the word right came back into my mind. And I thought, if my mom could have written and gotten it out. So in the morning, I woke up and I called 13 of my besties and I said to them, do you want to write your true life story in a book with me? And every single one of them said yes. And so the very first Woman Like Me book came out in 2019. And December 2019 is when Women Like Me started. And as of today, I've got 180 women who have written, and and we've published 353 true life stories.
That's incredible. Incredible. I know there's quite a few members in our community that have already gotten an opportunity to publish
Yeah,
your story in your magazine as well. So I
yeah,
wanted to give a shout out to everybody that, was able to publish their story already. And we're working on something extra special just for our community. Our referral community is, you know, just like you, I had a vision, after losing my salon. I had a vision on, how can I create a system, something that's never been done before? Number one, to support customers that can't afford their treatments by sending referrals to the small businesses. But number two, helping those customers generate more customers and enough income. It's like, things happen in our life that we never really prepare for. But us losing the salon and getting kicked out of our house sparked this idea. And, at the time I thought my life was over. I'm like,
yeah,
okay, I lost my business and now I'm homeless all at the same time. Although we did have a place to move into, but it was still trauma at that time for me. I put my heart and soul into building a business with me and my mom, and just literally got all the salon equipment and COVID hit, right? So like it's something that you cannot, you have to pivot, right?
yes,
Like you have to
yes,
pivot in your business, and I'm always finding ways that we can support the community. And when I spoke with you about, hey, why can't let's create a magazine to support these local businesses and allow customers to learn about their services that they have to offer. So let's talk a little bit about that. Like, let's talk
sure.
about the Real Talk Influence and Beauty, our first magazine
Yes.
that we're putting out.
Yeah, so I'm excited about it. So I have a I have a program that I'm not really doing right now because I've been focusing more on the women's stories, but it was called Her Story. And I did do some. And so what that is was taking women's businesses and figuring out how to attract clients into your business with your story. We all have a story. I just told you my story. You told a tiny bit, but you did write it in one of our books about your story. And if you think about them all out there, you think of the Tony Robbins and all of those large keynote speakers, famous people, even movie stars, they all have a story.
Right.
And not only do they all have a story, they repeat that story and they repeat that story. And why do they do that? Because they want to drill it into people so people remember them. And then the people that connect with their story will then come to them and they will be attracted to, and they're going to we want to do business with people that are like us.
Right.
And so we need to be able to put that story out there. Now, there's a little bit of of being careful that you're not telling a story that is only going to attract a few people. We want to that, and that's where I come in. That's what I do with my sales and marketing background. So we want to take your business story and then we want to make sure that we've got it large enough that it's attracting a good base of people. So we're going to figure out, well, who is it that you want to attract? Okay. And then what's your story? And let's put those two things together. And when you can put your business story together with your clients, magic happens.
Right. And so I wanted to share, we have a couple different ideas on how this is going to look like. So, number one, if you would like more information to submit your article, I will be posting our subscription. You have to sign into our newsletter in order to receive the email about the publication. And we're doing this for a reason. Number one, our platform is launching soon and we will be leaving Facebook. Number two, we want to make sure that you guys don't miss any important updates. So we want to make sure that you subscribe to our newsletter so we can send you all of this information by email along with a recording of today so you can actually submit your article. We have all the forms ready. Everything is ready. But we're moving over to our private membership platform, and all of the businesses that are in our membership are going to be published in the magazine. So there's a reason why we're doing it this way. Number one, when you submit your article in the magazine, it's going to have a QR code that links to your profile on our platform, which allows you to monetize all of your sales, your clients, and everything. Okay, so if you have the magazine in your place of business and your customer is flipping through the magazine while you're doing their hair and they scan the QR code for another business, you'll be able to monetize that. And that's the plan that we're working on eventually. But for right now, we are starting with our very first volume 1 Vancouver edition. And I want to talk a little bit about that. The majority of all of our members are in the Vancouver area. We have close to 2,500 businesses and customers inside of our Facebook group. But we want to make sure that each volume is going to go by city because when you put out a volume, you want to make sure that you can refer to those local businesses. But the cool part about it is you'll be able to learn about all the other businesses in other cities as well because you may have a friend in Toronto that you want to send a referral to. So all of our affiliate program is tying into the local magazines, but we are going to be eventually a global company. So it's really cool, working with Julie because she's such an expert when it comes to publishing. She's going to work directly with you. You'll have an opportunity for maybe 1 or 2 edits. We are going to give a cutoff time, and I'm going to actually announce it right now. Cutoff to submit your article is November 10th. Cutoff to submit any edits is November 15th. So we can get this first magazine and everything published before Christmas.
Hmm. And the other thing too is that not only are they going to have it be where they can actually have it in their place of business, but it's going to be on Amazon.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
there for the world to see.
Right. It is. And oh yes, and one other thing. Everybody that submits their article will get an affiliate code to share and have other people join and submit their articles, and we're actually going to pay out a referral on that. So I'm even more excited about that because it's also a secondary income stream other than sending clients to the businesses and also joining more businesses in our membership. We've just created another income stream for you guys as well on top of it. So I'm actually, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to quickly share. Now, this page is only going to be sent out to everybody that's part of our network. Give me 1 second here. So I'm just going to scroll. I want to actually show you guys the digital flip book we actually have. So here's a sample full page article. You can do a full page or you can do a double page, depending on how much information you want to share. But the QR code and all your information is going to tie back to your profile on our website. So this is the sample of the full page article, and the flip book should be here somewhere. Is the link for the flip book? She did have it. Oh, maybe you have to click it. Should say click here to see the full thing. So this is how our sample, our mock-up is right now, and Julie did an incredible job so far. Obviously, I'm on the cover of the first one, but you have the opportunity to be on the cover of the next one. So that's what's even more fun. If you would like to be featured on the cover, that's another opportunity as well. So I think I can just, yeah. So
Yeah.
this is how the flip book looks. So each business, or if you're a product-based company and you want to sell products and you want to put an ad in there, this is also available. If you would like to create an article, beauty tips or anything else, that's also available. We have a plenty of room to fit everybody in the magazine, and I'm really excited about it. But this is a sample of the full page, again, like we said. And then there's also a two-page spread, which you could do as well. So it really just depends on how much you want to share. This is my first article about the Beauty Referral Network and a little bit about my story. And Julie did an incredible job. I love the way that it looks, and it really gets to the point, you know? It's all about who you are, what's your story, what do you have to offer, and sharing about you. That's what the purpose of this is. So, and it's going to be available also as a digital version. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that as well. Julie, do you have anything else that you would like to share about our mission, about what we're creating, about how we're supporting small businesses, anything like that?
Yeah, well, I would just like to say that you might be someone might be sitting there thinking, "Oh, well, I don't have a story. I'm a hairdresser, or I'm a this or that. I don't really have a story." But I'm here to tell you that you do. We all have stories. Maybe you don't know what your story is yet, and that's where I come in because I can flush out those stories. So I don't want anybody, to be like, "Oh, well, or my story's not interesting." That's another thing that they might think. But yes, it is. Yes, it is. Or they might think, "Well, there's hundreds of hairdressers. What's so different about me?" What's so different about you is that you are an individual. We all, for example, people that have gone through trauma, we've all experienced trauma in our life at some point in time. And many of us have experienced the similar type of trauma. But nobody can tell that's your story like you can.
Right.
And that's what makes this so different. So we don't want to create a magazine for you that is just cookie cutter, same type of wording, same type of ads. We want it to be extremely personal as you want it to be, personal enough that people go, "Wow, I totally align with what they're doing. That's where I'm going to take my business," because that's what people are doing out there. And if we're not careful, we get forgotten. We get missed over the people who can make all the noise. So we want to make sure that we can connect with those people. There's reasons people use realtors for life. There's reasons we go to the same dentist, the same doctor, the same hairdresser, all of those kinds of things because we connect with them in some form.
Right.
So that's what we need businesses to be able to do. We need those businesses to be able to tell their business story and connect with that audience so that somebody reads that and goes, "Wow, that's the kind of person I want to do business with."
Right. And it makes a really great point, Julie. And I wanted to actually just, tie something back in is when COVID hit, everybody went to doing business online and the relationship portion of business died. And,
Mhm.
with the referral network, it's about doing business with people like, and trust, and recommending them to your friends and family and monetizing your relationship. Okay. So,
Yes.
this isn't a book that everybody's going to put a whole bunch of, pay for your article, but it's never going to get seen. This is
No.
also going to be a money generating tool for you and your business as well. And you can invite other businesses to submit their articles as well. So it's about all of the community coming together. And this is also a lead up into we're starting up our weekly networking events inside of our community. And we all are also working towards our networking events in person. The first one didn't really work, and we wanted to give Stephen time to heal, but we're back at it, and we're planning our our event in the near future. I want to make sure that he's able to come. So, we gotta kind of delay the timeline a little while.
Hmm.
And by then, he's working around the clock getting our platform set up. So by then, we're gonna have way more things to celebrate. By that time, there's gonna be so much to share inside of our very first event, and that's
Yeah.
what I'm really looking for. I'm also looking forward to having our magazines at our first event where people can actually sign it. That would be
Yes.
cool too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because
Yeah.
this is your book of business
Hmm.
as well. This is not something that we're just signing everybody up and this is just, something that I'm going to make money on. This isn't the point. The point is that
Yeah.
this is a tool, a lead generation tool for you and your business. That's the
Yeah.
purpose of it. So I'm
And
really
you know,
excited.
Callie, I want to go back to what you said in the very beginning of that, is that you want to do business with people that you know, you like, and you trust. Absolutely. That's the key. That is 100% the key. But how are they going to get to know you, to like you, and to trust you if they don't know anything about you? If
Right,
they can't find you, how are you going to get people to know and like and trust you? You do that through your story. You do that
right.
through your business story.
Yep,
It all comes together. And that is 100% the key, the know, the like, and the trust. And that's when they come and work with
right,
you. But you got to figure it out, especially, with people online and stuff. Eh, how do you do that? Well,
right.
this is how you do that.
And that's exactly why we've created this network, is so you can learn about the people that have the businesses and the services that you want to send your clients to because they're a trusted member of our closed network. You guys, this isn't a free for all here. Every single business that joins our network is vetted and we are doing quality control. We have a compliance officer even. So, we want to make sure that everything's on the up and up, and these are businesses that you can trust. There's never ever been a directory or an online platform where you can go and search for a service and you can see the testimonials. I mean, Google reviews are great, but anybody can write those. This
Mhm.
is literally going to all the testimonials and everything will be right on your own profile for your business, right on our platform. You can go and see the stories. You can go and learn about how many clients that they've seen and what the clients are saying. And that's the best part about the network that we're creating. So
Mhm.
I want to encourage everybody to participate. We're moving forward with this. The cutoff is November 10th. If you would like to get your article in and have enough time to edit it with Julie, I'm going to put the link to the newsletter sign up, which you're going to need to sign up to our newsletter to get the information sent by email. The email will probably be going out in the next day or so. So we'll give everybody time to watch this video and then subscribe to our newsletter. And Stephanie's actually going to be sending all the information out about the sign up for the magazine, the forms, and everything is going out by email. So make sure that you sign up for our newsletter, and I'm going to post that in the comments right after we're done this call. And I wanted to say thanks to Julie again. And Tammy too. Tammy's incredible. I love Tammy. She's like my sister. But I wanted to say, thank you for taking this on with me, and making a positive impact in the community. Like, girl, you are incredible. Everything
Aw.
that you do, you're such a selfless human, and I love everything that you stand for. And I couldn't
Aw.
see us doing this with anybody other than you.
Oh, well, thank you, Callie. That's so kind. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Awesome. So I will put all the details in the chat after this call. Please make sure you subscribe to the newsletter. You do not want to miss any important information. Everything is going live. The magazine is just the beginning. Our weekly networking events on Zoom is going to be starting up this next week. And then our in-person events, and then also the opportunity to be one of the first affiliates in our affiliate program. So,
And Callie, can I just throw out one
absolutely.
quick reminder?
Yes.
Don't forget, this is going to be available on Amazon, which means it's available in so many different countries,
Right.
not just, I mean, of course, that people in Vancouver will be able to see it as well. So, depending on what you're doing with your business, there's opportunity for worldwide.
Yes.
Trust me, it goes worldwide.
Right. And that's a great point to mention right before we end this call is we are a global company. So we will be
Yes.
publishing this in different cities and different locations in different countries around the world. But are you going to be the first one to be in the article in your city? You guys, you
Yeah.
also have an opportunity to get other businesses to publish in the articles in your city and generate another income stream too. So
Yeah.
it's a win-win-win situation for us all, and I'm here for it. I'm ready to rock this thing.
I'm ready to meet everybody and hear the fantastic stories. That's what I'm
Awesome.
excited about.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
thank you, Julie, for your time today. I appreciate it. I look forward to reading everybody's articles. I look forward to learning more about your businesses and how we can support and serve you. And let's get this thing going. It's time to shine.
Hmm.
Awesome. Okay, thanks, Julie. Have a good day.
Thank you.